And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the USF Bulls and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bulls head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted on how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the USF Bulls offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll give it on the counter. Swamped immediately.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Henry. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Run ends there.
Big-time run, but you don't even get the first down.
How is that even possible after a run like that?
It's more funny than anything. You rip off that huge gain and, well, you still got another down.
Oh, pressure's coming. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown Bulls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Holds on, it's Johnson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down to the air. The throw. Makes the catch, it's Henry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. Left side, it's Johnson. Open spaces. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this can happen on those third and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big third down conversion.
And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his target. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. That brings them to within one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. In traffic, it's Selden. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And they're not on the same page there. Second and long here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Odom. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first. The short hands, it's Sullivan. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Ollie, what do you have?
Here on the Bulls sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke this season.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls. Put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he added the extra point. On the move from inside is 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Owls will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Play action on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Owls, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Straight ahead, it's Farrell. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They'll need a bunch on second down.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Drops back on first down. Got a man, it's Odom. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Florida.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Florida Atlantic races to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hoke. Rush right in his face. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Right side, it's Sullivan. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right.
Makes the grab and room to run. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Smith. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Smith. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going right back to Smith. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 10 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Jayhawks, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, Florida Atlantic's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball, that is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sells to fake. Finds his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Owls want to move quickly. Just keep slinging it. Look out. Trying to make... It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Out wide left, it's Sullivan. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Second and long here. They'll run it. Might have a chance. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Bulls are in the red zone. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Collins. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Down he goes.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And there he goes. Touchdown, USF! Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on first. Looking left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Runs through the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top on second down. They get to him, and now they'll face a third and long.
Well, that's not what you wanted to have happen offensively, right? Second and inches, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You go past, you get sacked. And now you got to come up with a big catch and throw to just stay on the field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Henry. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Bernard. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be second and 10. Motion from the back. Second down, gonna throw it. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
With the run on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Owls! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexis.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Over the middle, it's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Throwing right. That's caught. It's Sullivan. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go ball.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. Pass to Tech. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Caught. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Out wide right, it's Henry. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Running inside, it's Bernard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Right side, it's Henry. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Drops back on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Out wide left, it's Bernard. Dragged down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd and long right here. Quick give. It's Bernard. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Fires left. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert to 4th down, and it paid off.
Man, another 4th down conversion. We've seen a couple of those now in this drive, David. The defense, they just need one stop. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and on this drive, they just haven't been able to do it.
And you can put it away late in the game, get that 4th down.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Selden. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads it left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. If there's time to pad the stats. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Now this team has consecutive